What's going on, everybody? It is Kings and Dreams back with another video. Man, been looking to do this one, man. The Jedi, Drees, what's going on, brother?
Well, player, you finally called me. It's a couple other folks that been looking for me. I don't know what they looking for. I'm just traveling and moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Mhm.
not really, I guess I'm not being talkative right now. I did more traveling in the last, I don't know how many days, brother. So many different places, bro. I can't even name them all. But some of them I did filming in, some of them I didn't. Not trying to keep it to myself. Can't tell y'all where to go nowhere, but most definitely, uh, one thing you can't get back is your time. So I'm spending my time doing what I like to do. That makes me happy.
Absolutely, absolutely. But let's rewind the tape, man. You know, before we get into it, because I know you about ready to cook.
Nah. I ain't doing no cooking, bro. I'm just responding. That's all I got to do. Pretty
Mm.
simple.
Understood, understood, understood. But listen, man, this one is a special one. Shout out to my brother Drees. We've been trying to, collab for a while, and it's been on me because I just been so busy doing a lot of lives and things like that. But um, now that I have him here, I want to make sure that the people who don't know you that they can actually get some insight to who Drees is, the Jedi Drees. So let's start from the beginning. Tell people about yourself. Who is Drees and where you come from? What made you start traveling? And then also what made you start your YouTube channel?
Um, well, my name is Drees, aka Jedi, better known as Andre. You could just call me Drees or Dre. It doesn't matter. I come from a place called New Orleans, Louisiana. I don't necessarily stay in the real New Orleans. As baby and the rest of Cash Money would say, but I stay out in the parish near the airport,
Baby
whereas more
Wayne.
people, yeah, whereas it more out here, more people die from natural causes. I'll just put it to you like that. But for the most part, uh, I'm in my mid 40s. You know, Not saying I'm doing the best that I should be doing right now, but I'm happy I'm doing better than what I could have been doing right now. I could have been worse. You know, um, as far as travel is concerned, I've been traveling all my life. You know, Thanks to my father, that's the person he brought me to Canada when I was like 8 or 9. So, I don't even know what a passport looked like then. All I knew when I got out there, I was just around a whole bunch of white people that never saw black people before. And that was a hell of an experience in itself at 8 years old. But I've been traveling through time growing up. A thing I used to do was uh, American Athletic Union track. So, you know, from 10 to 17, it was Mississippi, all these other southern states.
Mhm.
And then getting out of high school, going to college, getting out of college, getting into the workforce, travel became a personal thing on myself. Yeah, but it wasn't. It was just cars. It was pretty much me and my fellas. We get paid. We go get our libation together. Pull out the map, spin the bottle on the trunk of the car, and wherever it point, that's where we went at for that weekend because we all worked um Monday through Friday. So we had Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday to do our travel. So it didn't matter. Wherever the bottle stopped, that's where we went. So we pretty much went all over to different places in Louisiana and pretty much all, as far as we could go in a day and a half, 2 days, Houston, Atlanta, Shreveport, Dallas. Uh, now, I don't think we went to Memphis, but enough, anywhere we could go and get back by Sunday so we could be back at work Monday and repeat the process. That's what we did. Now, traveling, those brothers, they went and, they got married or had kids or however you want to put it. But
Mhm.
for me, seeing some of the things that a lot of my friends went through, see a lot of things that my family went through with kids, yeah, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to pass on that. I'm going to pass on having kids. So traveling was still a thing, though. So when my friends went on with their lives, went about their way, they got balled and chained and all that, I was still spinning the bottle, you know. Yet going from here to Baton Rouge, that was kind of losing its substance. So started doing things like Megabus, catch the plane, go to Denver, you know, catch a ride, go to Philly, something like that. And then after a while, a little bit of that lost its substance. And one place I always wanted to go to was Brazil. At this point in time, the visa to get to Brazil was, I think it was like $500, which was like 2.5 times what it cost for me to get my passport. I was literally finna go to Brazil the same day I got my passport. Well, not the same day. I got my passport on like a Wednesday. I was dropping everything and I was leaving for Brazil that Friday. Only thing that stopped me was I needed a visa. So, international travel, travel period has always been something inside of me, something that had always been intrinsic. And that is thanks due to my father.
Whoa. You just said a lot there. So, first of all, now for me, when I play spin the bottle, it was just like, you figure out which person gonna kiss that person, whatever, at the
Yeah.
party. Now, you guys spun the bottle, and you guys were figuring out where you guys were gonna travel to. I mean, just to kind of have that mindset, like what put you guys in that mindset to just figure out like, all right, we're gonna take these weekend trips. We're all working 9 to 5 or whatever the case is. But on Fridays and Saturday, we're gonna kick it. We're gonna hang out, see these new areas, right? Come back Sunday because we gotta go to work on Monday. So, like, what put you guys in that mindset to actually do that?
I mean, it's like, all right, where I'm at is a place called Jefferson Parish. In the city where everything's going to be at it, I don't know if you're still coming down here.
Oh
That's
yeah, oh
Orleans
yeah, for
Parish.
sure.
So, a lot of, like, we got both sides of the river in this parish, both sides of the river in that parish. But people from this side of the river in my parish don't want to live over there. They don't want to live over there, but none of us want to live in Orleans. So it was not saying that it was a hate thing. It's just that we never went to New Orleans because out here we had a problem. We had fish, and if it got any more sophisticated after that, it went to the guns. Out there, guns. Step on people's shoe, guns. In fact, there's a club called Black Magic. And the reason why it's called Black Magic, because if you went there and you stepped on somebody's shoes,
Right,
you would disappear.
right.
You would literally disappear, which was
That's
stupid, but that's how they rock. But as a youngster, I grew up around a lot of DJs, a lot of MCs, not rappers, MCs. So as a youngster coming up, we was going to all the DJ battles, all the rap battles, all the freestyle battles, freestyle ciphers and stuff like that. And we seen the Max and the Magnolia Slims and the Tim Smooths. I don't know if y'all know Tim Smooths, and the main rappers and MCs of our era. In fact, one of them that I was very close to was a guy named Mac who just, came home. He probably don't even remember me now, but me and him was, kind of tight because he used to come and stay out. He used to come out here in Jefferson Parish where we at because it was a little bit too much shit going on out there in Orleans. But he had a rap group out here, and it was like a big ass group like the Wu. But a majority of them stay around the corner from me in the neighborhood. So, I always saw the babies and the Lil Waynes. I've been seeing them, but after that, the only time we would go into the city when we would go to the little place, the House of Blues. You'll pass by that sooner or later. On Decatur Street, we go to the House of Blues, and we'll have the college nights. And that was like the beginning of the trip for us, because that was like to get us started. We go to work, and once we go to work, you know what I'm saying? I got my clothes in my trunk. He got his clothes in his trunk. And boom, at the work over with, we ride out. You know what I'm saying? It was like that. You
Right.
know, but that was something we always been at when we were small. You know, traveling came from, you know, uh, get on a bike and ride 10, 11 miles out to New Orleans East. You know, we used to, that was just always in us. You know, because all of us had our fathers. All our fathers would bring us places.
Okay. So all right. So what I'm getting is that basically what you're saying is that like you guys had the travel mindset, before you guys went global, but you guys already like you surrounded yourself with the like-minded people who had that mindset to travel, right? Like outside of I think you said Jefferson, right? Is it
Right,
Jefferson? Okay,
right,
so
right, right,
travel outside of Jefferson, right? To go to different places and kind of, expound your horizons, right?
right.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's so interesting because the thing about it is that like I'm gonna get to the chat in a minute because the chat is getting flooded, man. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to my moderator Felicia Jordan. But I'm gonna get to you guys' chats in a minute. But what I will say is that from a guy who was born and raised in New York, like we would say, perfect example, like we would say like traveling would be like going to like Far Rockaway, Queens. Like now, there's so many sections of Queens. Far
Right,
Rockaway isn't a section of Queens like by itself. Like there's
right.
only one. There's only one train in and one train out, and like that's like Far Rockaway. Like people would think, people who are not from New York would think like, oh, okay, that's nice. No, like if you got a problem in Far Rockaway, Queens, it's
Yeah,
going to be a problem because again there's only one way in and one way out, right?
right.
So like, and then we would say like going upstate would be like right after White Plains. White Plains, everything else is upstate New York, for real.
Right.
So it's interesting that you kind of bring that in as far as how you guys were able to travel and go to, go to Texas or go to Florida or whatever the case is, and you guys had that mindset from early.
Yeah.
So because I mean a lot of people don't really have that mindset, like to really, most people, especially from communities like ours, right? Like they don't really think about, not they don't think about getting outside of their community.
Right.
Not like that. Like the
Yeah,
way
I
how you
mean,
guys plan, right?
yeah, I mean, a lot of our traveling started off with sports, you know.
Okay.
So when we got out of the whole track running game, or whether it was AAU basketball or football, we
Hmm.
would just go back to those places where we ran. Where I would go back to places where we either ran or played at, just to see what it was like, see what the competition was like, and
Right.
that's something that you add in the travel too. And another thing, after a while, the internet came along. It wasn't YouTube. It wasn't my Facebook. It wasn't Instagram. It wasn't even MySpace. It was just names going up the screen. You know, I'm still spinning the bottle.
Right.
I got 2 days off, 3 days off with the Friday, and so I just go spin the bottle and I look. That motherfucker said Jackson, Mississippi. All right, I'm gonna go to the chat room that said Jackson, Mississippi. Find somebody to meet up with. So
Right.
the whole pre-gaming thing that started for me back then.
Right.
You know, so pretty much the same thing that I started doing, and when I first started going to Columbia and stuff like that. That's what I've been doing you know, since 2000. Here.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
and that was just when it was just names going to the screen. You had to go in there and say it. You probably had to go in there and say, "Is Brooklyn in the house?" and see who respond.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So exactly. Yeah, I was gonna get to that, right? Because like before like the Instagram, before the Twitter, before the Snapchat, uh like before, I think even before Facebook, like
Yeah,
you would go into like the like what was really popular because you say you in your 40s, I'm 37. So what was popular like before like social media really had broke out was like AOL chat rooms or AOL instant messenger or Yahoo
yeah,
Messenger. So yeah, so you would have to go in the chat room and say, hey, like, all right, yeah, like is Brooklyn, Brooklyn, New York, or find somebody from New York or whatever, right?
Right.
And then somebody would say, oh, I'm from New Orleans. Somebody, I'm from
Right.
Atlanta. I'm from California. I'm from Chicago. X, Y, yeah. So I
Uh,
understand exactly what
another another way we used to move around in pregame, we used to use the quest lines. Where you had to pay like $4, $5 to use the phone line, and you'd be like, all right, we going to Baton Rouge. So we gonna call and go into the Baton Rouge chat to find out where the club's at, this, that, and other.
right,
That's how we used to do it. You know what
right,
I'm saying? And once we was able to connect with two or three of them, we meet them at the intersection of interstate this and this street, and you know, everything was everything. You
hmm
know,
yeah,
you
man.
know,
I mean, shout out to you and your crew, like for you guys having that mindset, man. Because the thing about it is, man, like I like shout out to Flyboy because don't one of the reasons and the only reason why I would have met Flyboy was because the defensive coordinator came to my school in Brooklyn and came to recruit me to play football in New Jersey.
right.
Like
So
I wasn't like yeah I wasn't thinking about New Jersey. I was New
right,
York all the way. But I'm saying like I got recruited and then I played football in New Jersey, which is crazy because New York City. Anybody that's in the chat that's from New York or been in New York, everybody know New York is a basketball state. New York City is a basketball city, right?
yeah,
You know, Jersey is football. New York is basketball. So like I was playing Pop Warner and I got discovered on the tapes. And so the defensive coordinator, he came in there with two bad cheerleaders. Woo-wee. But anyway,
mm,
but he came in there with two bad cheerleaders, got me to play there, and then that's how I met Flyboy, my
right.
freshman year of high school. Right.
So let me ask you something. How far away is where the school at where you and Flyboy was at? How far is that from Patterson?
Uh Montclair from Patterson is probably about like what 30 minutes. Yeah, about 30 minutes. So
I,
don't
I,
get me the line. Don't get me the line because my man Garden Scientist, I see him in the chat. Actually, let me jump into the chat real quick, Dries, because I don't want to ignore people here, man. But man, that's a good question. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Wipe your feet at the door. Absolutely. Make sure that you are liking this video, share this video, and make sure that you are subscribing to my channel and also subscribe to Jedi Drees, man, because this dude got a lot of game. We haven't even gotten started, man. We haven't even gotten started. All right. Do y'all know the championship game will be on? We'll shout out to the panel. Man, shout out to you, C. Jordan. Absolutely, I know the game is on, man. I know the game is on. Yeah, but the game starts at what? Well, it's supposed to start at 9, but they're gonna do the whole pregame and all that other stuff. So, like, it'll probably start at like 9:30. Well, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, 8:30 your time. All right,
Word.
and Sparks, let's go. Shout out to the panel. Definitely make sure that you get the likes up. K Max, salute to you. I think that might be one of your people.
Yeah, that's our people. You look like us. That's our
Uh,
people.
No, no, I know. I meant like one in like your this dude. Come on, Trees. Why you gonna do
Oh
that?
man,
I
I'm
meant like
clowning, bro. I'm
no, I'm
clowning,
saying because
clowning.
like I know the people who pop on my channel. Yeah, but I'm saying of course he our people, but
Right.
shout out to K Mac, man. This dude G trying to throw me off, man.
Oh man.
Make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. Let's see what all right. My paternal side of my family is from Louisiana. I love New Orleans. Yeah, absolutely. And that's the one place in the Matrix that I've always wanted to go to and I've never been to. Like I've always been around New Orleans, but I've never been in New Orleans. And now that
Well,
I got like somebody that is from New Orleans, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna make it happen because one of my best friends, his he like he's cool with Wayne people and stuff like that. Not to, like clout or whatever, but he is like he's tapped in. But like he's like, oh yeah, come to come to New Orleans, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come through. I'm gonna come through. But I'm like, all right, now Drees is there. I'm definitely gonna pull up. Yeah, man. Jill, aka MMA fan, man. Yes, salute to you, man, for sure. Let's
Yeah, well, I was actually in Patterson, New Jersey, bro. I was trying to stay. Then my mom didn't want to let me stay. I came up there to visit. I had family up there
yeah.
in Patterson, and I wanted to stay in Patterson because if I ain't mistaken, that's not too far from East Side.
Nah, nah. Well, see, the thing is, so back in the day, I mean, things have calmed down now, but like when I went to high school in New Jersey, I was living in Newark, New Jersey, and when I went up to Patterson, like Patterson didn't like anybody who came from Newark or anybody that came from New York City. Like they had big problems. Like, so I would come up there, with the Yankee fitted and all that. So they already knew what time it was. Okay, all right, this
Yeah.
guy's from New York, all the Patterson shorties feeling me, whatever. Man, listen, we're gonna talk offline about that one. But yeah, it was shaky. Shane T, what? Okay.
Well, what's happening? I'm that's one of my folks from that's one of my travel partners right there.
Oh, okay. All right, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Definitely, man. Me and Drews got to do another travel collab, man. But we gonna get to that. So yeah, man. Definitely, man. Support the Cash App. I appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the love, man. For sure. All right. Let's see where we at. Yep. Drees facts. My man, Garden Scientist, man. Hey, man, Garden Scientist, man. I'm thinking about giving you a blue wrench, man, because this is my dude right here, man. Like he is a stone cold supporter, man. Like he really holds
Right.
me down. And I've talked to this dude in person, like very smart brother. You know what I mean? And like he's from New Jersey. Every live where I'm at, man, he always holds me down, man. So I'm thinking about giving him a wrench, man. Boss man Drees, see, he know the vibe. He know the vibe. Absolutely, man.
Indeed.
Love and freedom, man. Salute to you, brother, man. Again, man, always thank you for your service, man. Always appreciate you, brother. The life of Edwin Ford. Yeah, this got to be one of your guys, man. Hey, Kings and Dreams, what's up, bro? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Jamel of Scotland Neck. You're, hey, man. Yo, I think he's from the UK though. Aren't you from the UK? If you from the UK, let me know. Because I think he's from the UK. What's up, guys?
Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah, definitely make
Yeah.
sure that you subscribe to Drees TV, man, and hit that notification bell, man.
Thank you, Felicia.
Jedi, you be going on late though, man. But
Hey, that's
your lives is crazy though. Like I didn't realize how funny you was, man. Like, and the thing is, you be like subtle funny. Like you say things like with a straight face.
oh, all right, yeah. Well, I picked that up, doing the whole joke telling thing. That's something you gotta. Well, that's something that I kind of kind of perfected. You
Mm,
know,
got you. Hey, Drees TV, what's up, brother? What's up, man? Absolutely.
going on, player.
All right,
But
man. So yeah, back to the conversation, bro. You know, the thing is, pardon me. So the thing is this, right? One of the things that I did want to ask you, coming from, you spin the bottle and you're traveling, right? And then, you had just mentioned Colombia. Now, you were traveling in state, well, in the United States, in the matrix, as we call it. So what made you decide to make that move to travel internationally?
well, getting out on the weekend, driving to Dallas, renting a car going to Houston, renting a car going to Arkansas, wherever. Like I
Mhm.
said, lost its substance. And one place I always thought about going you know, after seeing some things. And no, I did not get the idea to go to Brazil after seeing the Snoop video. You know, maybe maybe West Coast Productions, shout out to them. But
Hmm.
Brazil was a place I always wanted to go.
Really?
Yeah, like when I got my passport, I was about to go that weekend, but I needed a visa. And visas cost damn near more than well twice as much as the passport was. You know,
Really?
but yeah, it was like 450, $500. It was up there. You know,
And this was around like 2000.
now this was like maybe 15, 16, something like that.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, I mean that's still a lot though. So to
Yeah,
go to Brazil, you had to get a visa.
you just stopped
Really?
me. You didn't need the visa past June 1st of 2019, but I
Oh,
finally went regardless of the visa around. I think I left here like May 28th. Yeah, May 20th of 2019, and I stayed for like 18 days.
wow.
Solo, by the way. And y'all talk that shit about not knowing Spanish and going to these Spanish countries. Don't know Portuguese and go over there. You won't leave Copacabana because nobody gonna help you outside that. It's like you could go talk Spanish out there in the area where I stay at, close to Lapa and everything. They're gonna look at you like you're crazy. They're gonna tell you we not Spanish. They might understand you, but they're gonna tell you we ain't Spanish. You know.
So what are they gonna tell you then?
Well, put it this way. You ever seen a video or actual live event where it's a little Guatemalan lady or a little Spanish lady getting chewed out by the black chick in McDonald's or Burger King or something?
I
Well,
have not. I have not. But enlighten me and
but you
enlighten the viewers.
but you know the scenario, right? Where
I
you got
don't.
you never seen a black woman tell a Spanish speaking woman in
Oh, yeah, yeah,
America
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. I think you're talking about that specific scenario. But yes, I got you. Yes.
go to the right place in Brazil. That's you getting chewed out.
Oh,
That's you. You know.
really? So they'll give you the smoke like that?
Now they ain't gonna give you the smoke. What they gonna do is they gonna try and help you, and they gonna go over there and talk to their partner and say, "Oh, this stupid so and so right here.
Nuh-uh. I
We
got
see him
you.
again. He might get
Yeah.
we
Right.
might have to make him respect the Brazilian jokes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Gotcha.
But if you walk around like you've been there before and just know a couple basic, sense, because all I knew was like the same thing I did when I went to DR Columbia the first time. I just put together my sentences that I wanted to say, and then
Mm-hmm.
I just did like I just memorized responses to those sentences that I said. And after that, it was pretty much take a subject, put it with the verb, and just whatever she said or he said, I hope I got it right, you know. But
Right.
after a while, I use a little app called Mosalingua. And for those of y'all that don't know, that's still using Duolingo, you losing using Duolingo. So, you know,
Really?
yeah, Duolingo don't do nothing for you, bro. I got an app. I've been using that app since I went to Brazil the first time, and I was picking up on it. I had to study on it hard because I was there for like 11 days by myself. I went through Fortaleza in Sao Paulo, and then went to Rio, and I stayed in Rio like the next 8 days by myself before Richard Rich and the rest came.
Okay. So shout out to we talking about Richie Rich Roll the Tape, right?
Yeah,
Shout out to Richie Rich Roll the Tape. Okay. So all right. So now you had people that you were traveling with like locally, well not locally, but stateside, right? Now, what made you decide to make that leap? And I know you said that you always wanted to go to Brazil, but like what made you make that decision to just roll by yourself? Like did they just not want to go or
man, listen, I'm gonna tell you something.
yeah.
If a brother is not trying to go with you to Houston, Texas,
Hmm.
it don't make no damn sense to ask him to go to Dion. It don't make no sense to ask him to go to Tijuana or any places that's on that map. You know what I'm saying? Well, other than, well, yeah, any places that's on that map. That's part of the reason why I stopped asking cats or stop advertising. Oh, y'all need to get your passport, because the same people y'all advertising to get the passport are the same people y'all fussing about over there in Cartagena. Right or wrong? Right or wrong?
You asking me? Oh,
Yes.
oh yeah. I mean, listen, like I, I see Razor Rays in here, and I'm gonna get to some of the chats, man, because the chats is firing, man. But I will say this, like, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying 1,000%, because, right, like, you will tell people, get your passport, let's go, let's go, let's go. And I
No.
actually, well, you know what? Now, I've always had my passport since I was young. Now,
Right.
shout out to Flyboy Way, right? Like, Flyboy Way, like, he would tell me, like, oh, I'm going here, here, and there, right? And like I think it was right after he went to Dubai. Like, I'm like, really? Like, this dude went to Dubai, like, and he told me that he was going to Dubai, right? And
Right.
I'm the one that bowed out on it, right?
Right.
Because I wanted, like, I thought I was the coolest dude, whatever, doing the dopest parties and all that, whatever, all this Matrix BS. I see this dude in Dubai. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, all right, I got to get my act together. I need to start seeing the world.
Right.
Yeah, but I
Yeah, bro.
understand. I understand exactly what you're saying, right?
I gave
Because
that up, bro.
I'm sorry.
I gave that up, bro. 4 or 5 years ago, I gave that up. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, besides a lot of them cats, they done got balled and chained and everything. So ain't no sense in asking them. And
right.
and then when they can go, you go out there and meet with them. You got to meet with the wife. Nah, nah,
Yeah, right, right.
nah.
Yeah, yeah. The
Good
only
luck to
baggage
you.
you trying to deal with is baggage claim.
If that, well, I don't even do that no more. You know, I
Okay,
tell
all right.
very
Now you're gonna have to expound. Like, what do you mean?
what I don't do bad. I haven't been to badge claim since maybe 2019. I carry everything with me, because you got a lot of flights out there where you have, like, if you trying to go, say you trying to go to say, uh say like I'm leaving from Rio, and uh say I want to go from Rio and I want to go to San Luis,
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. But they got a flight that take you through San Luis from Rio, and
Mm-hmm.
it stops right there. Now, what I do is I do my backpack, and I take my little suitcase, and I keep that with me over up in the carry-on. And
Oh,
instead
okay.
of going from San Luis to the next spot, I just leave and get off the plane in San Luis. You know what I'm saying? Because that flight going through San Luis is actually cheaper than the flight that's landed in San Luis. I don't know why they do it like that, but when I see it like that, I know it's an extra connecting flight, San Luis. Nah, I'm gonna just get off right here.
Mm,
Instead of just paying that flight, that's probably 200 more just to go right to that same spot. Not
gotcha.
doing that.
Understood. Understood. All right. So Loving Freedom. Pardon me. So he says, Drees, I'll be in your neck of the woods soon. Headed down south. Elbow call.
Well, I tell you what, if you come down this way and check in with your boy, hit me up on Instagram. Um, I'll leave my well, shit, I ain't gotta leave nothing in there. Y'all go and follow me on Instagram at Drees TV. You know, but uh, just let me know when you're in town, bro. I'll meet you on Bourbon. We go to the casino, get our drink on, and whatever else we could get into. Not gonna go too far because you might die, but just hit me up when you get the Bourbon. I'll meet you
Wow.
down. Yeah, because they had a brother came down. Like everybody that do come down, they call me or they text me. Oh, bro, I'm in your city, man. Won't you show me what I saw and so and that? I'm like, bro, I know exactly where that's at. I am not going over there. Like they got an actual spot. It's called a hooker store. All right. Now, granted, it's a truck stop. You go there and get you some greens. You go there and get you some pig feet, whatever you want to eat. but behind it is a hotel for where all the truckers stay. So out in the streets, you seeing them things, big brown ones, big white ones, big black ones, you know, all type of things. But it's kind of sketchy in that area at night. But I go there in the daytime. I get lunch from there, But they had look, and from time to time they had the girls walking on the little track. Dudes come down with paintball guns, start shooting them and shit, and it's wild out there. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna send you a video where they just ride down on chicks and just pulling up and just lighting them up, bro. They got their little fishnet stockings on. They be pink, yellow, blue. They be messing up them people's stuff. They're trying to hustle, trying to get it, But further down from that, there's a Asian joint, and you can go in there and get rub downs and happy endings and stuff like that. Further down from, I ain't gonna say all that. You said that.
Yeah, but, of course.
But you can go in there and have a nice time. You know what I'm saying? Further down from that is another place called Shishi's. That's where if you don't watch it, you will get your issue in that place. Like after Katrina, the place opened back up, and they had a couple places where they had abandoned houses. So what they was doing was using the houses to, perform their sexual acts or whatever. In fact, you had a couple major, I guess you could say, adult stores that came down here, like Mr. Marcus and people like them. And what they were doing, they went into houses that was being rebuilt, and they were doing whole scenes in their little house.
Oh, real, wow.
Yeah, check it out. Wow. But that whole little script is gully out there.
Wow, man. Wow.
But I would never. But I just said if anybody come through from here on out, I'm just gonna bring them the bourbon. We go sit on the river. We get our drink on. We go in one of these clubs. We got a club out here. They play primarily a whole bunch of the not Danny Boys. What is his name? They play all the Unwell and Bad Bunnies, and they play all that, so that y'all be right at home with that. Y'all go to Medellin and dance to it. Y'all come dance to it on bourbon. But when you get down here, Love and Freedom,
man, listen. I was gonna say, listen, shout out to Bad Bunny and all that, but listen, I'm Jamaican. I need my dancehall music, bro. So there's a dancehall club in Medellin that I go to, so I'm listening to Movado. I'm listening to Vybz Kartel. I'm listening to that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Spanish music and all that. That I love that.
Right.
But I need my Vybz Kartel, man. And a person who would know that would be Flyboy Wade, man. Shout out to Flyboy Wade, because had it not been for Flyboy Wade, who actually initially brought me to Colombia, I would have not even met you, which is crazy because we met in Barranquilla at the carnival.
Right.
Man.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't want to be around too much because I ain't want to feel like no third wheel. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go ahead on and dip out.
Nah, man, it's all good, bro. It's all good, man. At that time I wasn't even a content creator, so I didn't know how popular, I didn't know how popular you were. I didn't know how popular Ace Live was. I didn't know how popular Andre was. I didn't know how popular all these guys was. And now it's oh snap, we in the same space now. And it's like it's a blessing though, to be able to, to really see, because again, I only knew Flyboy as Flyboy, you know what I mean? I don't want to say his government, but I just knew him as that, that was my guy, and to see how many people would roll up on him and be like, yo, you Flyboy Way, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it's dope though, man. Man, my man Jay Clyde, man, salute to you, bro. Absolutely. Jay Clyde is my guy. He's a Medi head, man, for sure. Cause they coming for them. They coming at Medi, man. Pathfinder, man. Shout out Kings.
That's something I put on my last video on my TikTok. I said the same shit that's going on in Cartagena is gonna make its way down to Medellin, and maybe I shouldn't be here. So
Nah, I don't think so, man. Nah.
it's gonna come down there and touch, and then it's gonna go right back up north because they ain't playing that shit. Once you go
No.
south of they ain't playing that shit once you go south of Cartagena.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
listen. Anybody who's a midi head in this chat, we gotta hold the fort, man. You know, none of these passport pookie BS that we dealing with. Nah, man, we gotta hold the fort. Razor Rays in the building, man. Shout out to you, bro. You already know what it is, man. Ah, nice. Felicia was. Let's see.
Hey,
Going through the comments. Simplify. Yeah, man. Thank you for your service, man. 18 days solo. That's what the hell I'm talking about. You talking about you, man.
yeah, that shit wasn't that nice, bro. But I mean, that's what let me know off top. You can, and the thing about it, I didn't do everything that I wanted to do in them 18 days. Cause after a while, you know, you had other cats coming down, and instead of me going and do what I wanted to do at these same places that they wanted to go to, I just waited for them. And
Right,
that was real hard. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
I ended up doing some things that I probably, you know, would have waited on them to do, but I'm kind of glad I went on and did that. Like I went into the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got this big ass forest, and it's like the trees are so thick and the leaves are so big on the leaves that we know, like when the dew comes and it turns into the fog, and then the
Yeah,
sun comes, it goes away. That
yeah.
shit don't go away to like 10:30, 11 o'clock. That's how,
No.
yeah, that's how dense it was then.
Mm.
And I made the fatal mistake of taking my shoes off. And
Oh,
yeah, and I had I had a lady at the time who I was learning my Portuguese from. Me and her would talk back and forth. I knew a little Portuguese, she knew a little English. So uh,
I'm still here, Dries.
I made the mistake of going into Tijuca National Forest, and I took my shoes off and I sat down like in an Indian position, and I'm guessing whatever it was on my foot. You know, when I looked down at night, I had a nice little patch right here on the inside of my thigh. You know, didn't think nothing of it. Went to the store, got some alcohol, got some peroxide, squeeze, squeeze and put that alcohol and peroxide on. Everything was okay. Nope. When I woke up the next morning, the head then came up my leg, went to the bottom of the nethers, and down the other leg. So it's all of these big white, how do you say, uh, big ass fucking just knobs. And I thought this girl had done did me something, you know. But it was like as soon as you touch it, it pops open. I smelled it. It didn't smell like that, so I didn't know. I figured it wasn't gonna be none of that.
Yeah.
But I called my friend back and I told her, look, you got to bring me to the clinic. And the thing about it, I was right around the corner from the clinic. It was like some kind of, I want to say it was a holiday or something like that, but I couldn't really walk because what I had on at that point in time was jeans. All I had was jeans. And I was like, I'm going to tell y'all now, y'all go to Brazil or anywhere south of Medellin, denim is not your friend.
Really?
It's not. Get you some sweatpants and some cargo shorts or something, you know.
Okay.
But I had to wait out that weekend. I was in pain, you know. Couldn't really do nothing. I get to the doctor. The lady bring me to the doctor Monday morning, and she was telling me there was a staph or some shit like that, and that I might be allergic. And that's when I found out that I was allergic uh to rubbers that are made in that area. And the rubbers, when I put the rubber on, it made that whole situation that much worse. All right. So if you with the Magnum Mafia in America, be with the Magnum Mafia in South America. Don't use nothing down there, you know. But I know for a fact I can't use it, you
No,
know.
man. Let me tell you, I've had some really uncomfortable stories, man. Like it's yeah. So I
But
know exactly what you're saying, man. But yeah, definitely, man. Definitely make sure that check into my Cash App until I get monetized. I can only get Cash App, not super chats. So definitely make sure you hold me down. Uh, Sean, if this is my man Sean, who I was talking to from Queens earlier today, shout out to you. We got a plan. Well, yeah, we gonna be in Cali and we're gonna be in Medi in August. It's gonna be a vibe, man. Absolutely. Mike S, man, yo, what's up with you, bro? I haven't seen you in a minute, man. How you doing, man? Salute. Let's see who this is. Slick Travels. I was just in Rio last week. Amazing time. I also went dolo. But of course, you out there, you will meet other brothers from the States easy. Also, Google Translator is your best friend. Hmm.
uh, I say this much.
I,
Uh,
I knew you was gonna have a response, and I was gonna ask you a question if you didn't say something.
after a while, after a while, you gonna look kind of. You gonna see yourself looking kind of crazy. Hey, lady, how you doing? How you, lady? Mio nome Idris. You gonna look real crazy doing that, bro. So the
Right.
best thing I could have did after 2 years of working with that app, it was to the point that where could have a conversation with just about anybody, but a short conversation. But
Mm.
uh, if you need to use it, I go ahead on and use it. But at best, you're only gonna get, chicks to knock down. You know what I'm saying? I understand that's probably what a lot of y'all are just there for. And as far as you won't meet Americans, just go to the beach, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, all right. So shout out to everybody that mongers. But the thing about it is like, all right. So like, when does trying to find at least something, a semblance of a semblance of something at least semi genuine, as opposed to just mongering. Like for me,
Oh,
again, this is me personally. This is me personally. So I don't want my mongers to get like offended. But like sometimes, like you know what I mean. Like I don't want to just say like, okay, Quanto. You know what I mean? Like
right,
like it's like I want to really engage in the conversation. And me, I like to push my pen. Like and
right.
yeah, and one of the reasons why Flyboy and I are so tight is because he's the same way too. Don't get me wrong. Like we'll monger when it comes to the right opportunity, but we want to push our pen though.
Gosh. Well, in response to Slick Travels and what he was saying, in
Let me
answering
go back
your
to the
question,
comment just in case.
uh, everything changes when you learn a little bit of their language and you understand a little bit of their customs. And as far as Rio is concerned, when you take yourself away from the beach and go to a different area that doesn't have a beach, or if you just go to a whole nother beach, those beaches that I'm talking about, you
Mm.
can't go to Ipanema, can't go to Copacabana. You got to go to the other one that's on the other side of Sugarloaf called Red Beach. They call it Rasta Beach. That's where all of this is at.
The melanin.
Yeah, that's where all that's at. You know what I'm saying? And then they got other little beach then it's like once you get on the other side that area where the Sugarloaf is, it's a little channel, and along that channel you got different beaches, Botafogo, Flamingo, and going on all the way up until you get up to a place called Niederoy. And that place there, that's kind of like for like upscale, but it don't seem like it's upscale if you ride through there at night because it's a lot of streets that ain't paved and all kind of weird shit. But it's nice to see in the daytime though. But
Mm.
once you learn a little bit of the language so you can speak without a translator and say you just walk, like after a while, I didn't see myself. I went to the beach. I went to the club out there on the beach because I did want to be around, you know, uh, around fellow English speakers for a little bit. Because when I stayed in Rio last time, I did not stay in Copacabana. I did not stay in Ipanema. I didn't stay anywhere along the coastline. I stayed in Lapa, which is in Central. I stayed where it was a bunch of elders, mom
Mhm.
and pop shops, mom and pop restaurants, stores, stuff like that, repair shops. It was like that, and for those 13 or 14 days, I think it was, I heard absolutely no English. So
Wow.
it got to a point where I actually had to go back to the beach, but that was the reason why I went there, because I had been learning with Carol for about a little bit over, well, a little bit under a year at that point, a little bit over a year. I take that back. And I didn't learn all of this Portuguese to sit up on the beach talking to people, from
Right.
Detroit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the thing about it is that like if you learn a language, if you learn a language, like if you don't use it, you lose it. Like I used to be able, like my Spanish is up now, but I had to gradually build it back up. But like in high school, like I used to be able to speak it fluently, and then I wasn't, like I wasn't speaking it for a while. Now that I'm
Yeah,
traveling, like I'm good. But like with Portuguese, like there's some things in Portuguese like I understand because it's similar to Spanish or whatever, right? You know what I mean? So there's some words and some phrases like I get, I'm comfortable. If I was in Brazil, I could be able to get away with like conversational Spanish and Portuguese or things like that. Like I would be able to make my way around for the most part to get what I need. You know what I
right.
mean? But if I was in an area where like you was there like 10 days and it was no English, yeah. But without like a translator app, oh yeah, I might be
Well,
in a little
look,
bit of trouble. But
where I was at, but where I was at, bro, like I tell people when you're going to vet these people that you're trying to rent from on Airbnb, the first thing you want to check out is the reviews. And the
mm,
main reason that attracted me to stay in that particular spot was the simple fact that when I went into the reviews, it wasn't people from Canada. It wasn't people from Denmark. It wasn't people from America. It wasn't people from other countries. It was people from that particular country. It was all people from Brazil. I was in the reviews. So it kind of let me know what I was getting myself into. But that was
okay.
kind of like the challenge that I was looking for, to be
Ah,
honest. You
got
know,
you. No, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. So you knew what you were putting yourself up against. Like, all right, so it's like, all right, like like I'm kind of studying this language, but if I put myself in this position to where like I have to, focus, line myself in, and get that right, then like I can't use a Duolingo, I can't use whatever app, I can't use a translator app. I mean, you can, but like you wanted to make sure like I'm getting a much better understanding of this language without having to use those things
right,
as a crutch, right? All right,
right.
so let me get to Pathfinder's comment here. So my baggage got lost once going to Medellin. They delivered it to my hotel the next day. Some collecting flights leaving Medellin don't allow check-in luggage. What say
That,
you, Jedi?
that is exactly why I no longer check in luggage. I was leaving Medellin and I got back to Florida and they told me that I could either stay here and catch the next flight or I could go to New Orleans and wait. And I was like, okay, stay here or go to New Orleans and wait for what? Well, your luggage is in Argentina, Mr. Hart. I'm like, damn. I like,
What?
yeah, I like, how the fuck you did that? I, I should have kept those tags so I could brag and say I went to Argentina because I was supposed to have went last year. But
Right.
after that, I was done with the checking. I just make sure. That's why I travel light with it. Just keep three pair of pants, shorts, couple t-shirts, and some tennis shoes. If I need to go get some slacks, wear some foam, I'll buy it so I can fit in with the people wherever I'm at.
Yeah. I'm not gonna hold you, man. I'm not gonna hold you. I like to see, and I tell dudes like, don't be too fancy dressing up, like, when you're going out of country. Me, like I like to dress, like I like fashion. But again, I always make sure that I surround myself with the right people.
Right.
So, because there's some people that would just be like, you know, want to come out there and be, throwing money in the air and all that other stuff. we're gonna get to that. But they just be out of control with it.
Yeah, I mean,
All right,
the thing is,
hold on
if
a
you
minute.
know how to, you know,
No, go ahead, go ahead.
if you know how to move, then you should stop saying it and just move. How about
Absolutely,
that?
I agree.
How about that?
Sean, what's the name of that dancehall club in Medellin, champ? Yo, if this is Sean, who I was talking to, I'm gonna hit you up after this live, bro. But me and Dre's rocking out right now, man. All right, let's see. All right, so Rio 18 days will burn you out for sure.
Hey, I'll say this though, that is true. But when I went to that doctor and that doctor said, look, you gotta take these antibiotics and you can't do nothing from this Monday till next Monday, that was a lifesaver. Cause I was on my way to being a hobo out there, cause I was about to spend it all, dog. Cause just in from that when I got that wind in, that shit happened Friday. So was it Friday? Nah. Well, anyway, it happened like soon as I got there, and I went to the far. I got that Wednesday. I went to the forest like Thursday, and then I got my girl that Thursday night. And we was really kicking it like we still be together now like that. wasn't no wasn't no pro type of deal, but come to find out, she was one of those pros trying to jump into the X Pro lane, but she couldn't get out of it, so she
Mhm.
felt like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead on and tell him. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I was cool with that because she did tell me. She ain't had to tell me. She could have just did how she was supposed to do,
Mhm.
and I'd have been cool with that. Because and I guess talking about stuff like that, we're gonna get into later.
Yep.
You know, all right, well, everything was smooth. But I forgot I lost my place, man.
Nah, you
Um,
good, bro.
but those 7 days that I had to sit on the sideline and watch the game, man, look,
You
I'm
learned a
glad
lot.
those happened. I'm glad that happened because I was on my way to. All I got left is money for the Uber to the airport and money for the Uber from the airport to get home. I was about to go that route, but them 7 days I had to sit on the sideline and watch the game. Yeah, I needed that. You know what I'm saying? While
Yeah,
I was recuperating.
understood, bro. Shout out to you, bad Passport Pookie. Yeah, Passport Pookie here. What's up, chat? Let's talk. Oh yeah, we gonna talk, man. We gonna talk. Yeah, man. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, man. Show your boy some love. Yo, man. Oh man, shout out to a 90s versus 2000 type of vibe. Man, I had a live with my man Ray last week, Thursday. It was a great live, man. We was talking we just talked about
That
hip
guy,
hop, man. Huh?
that guy. Talking about this guy right here.
Yeah. That's my man. Yeah, man. He so he's a barber and he's a barber. He's a barber, and then also he has 90 versus 2000 type of vibe where like he has like videos channel where he's talking about giving like dudes from that era like their flowers and things like that, man. So he talks about music very heavy. So like what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna do like a panel at some point, maybe like September or something like that. Like I want to put you, him, Big Bass. Like it's gonna be dope though. It's gonna be dope for
All
sure.
right, no
Working like an
problem.
African donkey. Got to get that money. Got
Yeah,
to get that paper up. Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah, absolutely. Passport Pookie.
got you, bro. I'm trying to.
I got a bone to pick with you after that. I need you to give me that Cali tour. Listen, man, you keep saying you got a bone to pick with me, bro. So, all right. So, listen, hit me up on my Instagram because, like, I want to make sure that you're a real person. Because if I bring you on here, you shut down my channel, like, yo, dude, like, I'm like, I'm a polite guy, but I'm from Brooklyn. Like, I don't want that, man.
Word.
ASAP too. Like, come on, man, be cool. What's good, YouTube fan? Yes, man. Where's man Lux Magazine? My God, what's going on, brother? Salute to you. That's my dude right here. DMR, that's another one of my dudes right here, man. What's up, panel? What's up, man? What's going on? All right, let's see what Slick Travel got to say. I was all over. We took the underground train to Central, etc. I spoke basic Portuguese. I also speak Spanish. So for the first time traveler going to Rio, you'll be all right. Okay, I think that might be a message to me. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Well, I take it.
Yeah.
I took when Roller Tape and the rest of the guys got there. I took them to Central. You know, we got and my first thought process was okay. I ain't gonna tell them, but I'm gonna take them all the way out to Tijuca. You know, it's put it this way. If it's a nice little price for everything and all the things in Copacabana, but you go to the right places in Tijuca, they are considerably less. On the way to the train station, I had been putting little nuggets into the chat. Okay, this is how you say this. This is how you say hello. This is how you say goodbye. This is how you say how much for this. This these cats read none of that. So while we on the way to the train station, Roller Tape talked to somebody and she spit back. You
Hmm.
know, like he spoke. You know how you speak to a lady here, but you don't really expect them to speak back.
Right.
Well, he did the same type of thing on the escalator going down, and she spoke back, and they thinking he tapped me on the shoulder. Trees, trees. He said something he knew in Portuguese, and he was like, "Bro, what's obrigado? What's obrigado?" I was like, "Dude, obrigado is thank you, bro." Like, and then I started thinking about it. I was like, "You know what? Nah, I ain't finna take these niggas to no Tijuca. You know, what did we kill? Nah." So I ended up taking the Central. We go into Central, and we find the casas. Listen, they got a casa. It's in a shopping mall. You know, you go upstairs, and then it's a lawyer's office, then another lawyer's office, and then boom, 20 Afro Brazilian in there. But I guess that's later. But
Yeah, we're gonna cook.
I take them to we go into the little central main area where it's, people selling stuff on the street, the dude being Michael Jackson break dancing on the corner, all that kind of shit with the radio. And from there, we left from there and we went to the steps at Lapa. Then when we get down from the steps at Lapa, there was a guy there. He took us up to see Jesus at the Redeemer statue. Then we went to some other little viewpoints where you could see like the whole city. It was getting dark, so I didn't get the best view of everything, but I could tell you from seeing it with my own eye, it's a beautiful view during the day because I caught it toward the end. But
Mm.
yeah, man, I was gonna take them to Tijuca so they could see something completely different because I had went out there and it was another guy from the group that I knew from Canada, and he got him a little lady friend. I can show you who they are offline later, but he met his girl. He done brought the girl all the way to Canada, and I think they married right now. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah. He got him a hot Brazilian up there in cold ass Canada. But to each his own. She went up there. She about to get a real rude awakening going up there. I don't see how they do it, but if you're trying to get away from Brazil that bad,
I
I
mean,
know
as long as he, as long as he's on his RP, he'll be good. We gonna get to that though. We gonna get to that, Dries.
right. Well, I got another friend. She's from Copacabana area. She's over in Iceland right now. So I'm like, are they over there working, or did somebody try to wife them up or something? But
Yeah.
all of them plan on going back to Rio at some time. So I find out whether they're working and whether they got something substantial or not. Sooner or later,
Right.
I don't bother them. When they say, "Oh, I'm over here, I'm doing this," I don't bother them.
Hmm. Gotcha. Understood. Understood. Hey man, shout out to you, Omar. Man, I appreciate the support for sure. Definitely make sure that you subscribe to my big bro Dries Jedi Dries channel, man. Dries TV. Brazil is the dream trip. Yeah, we're gonna
True.
make that happen, bro. We're gonna make that happen, man. Yeah, I think this has to be the Sean who I was talking to earlier today. We gonna make that happen, bro. Hey, man, James TV. What's that? 5'8". Yeah, man. Salute to you, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Mr. J.
Absolutely. Hey, man. Listen, make sure that you get the likes up, though. Please get the likes up, man. Like the video and support for sure, man. All right, let's see. Hold on, what we got here? Um, oh, that message was for you, not for me. It was for you.
Well, we're talking about the when he went to solo. I,
Yeah,
well, I spoke on it, so I got you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good, man. Um, this is an outstanding discussion. Yes, man. Shout out to my man Dan Sparks. Salute to him, man. Always holding me down for sure. Drees, are you out in Rio right now?
Actually, no, I'm not. I'm actually in New Orleans right now. You know what I'm saying? I done came back to the States,
Hold
left out,
on.
left out again. Oh, there he go. You
Yeah,
might
I'm,
want
I'm, I'm about to get it ready though. About to get it ready.
to.
Yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Yeah, I done came back from Rio, came back to the States. I'm in New Orleans, and I came back to the States for about what at the beginning of what was that? April, and at the end of April, I went out to Nature Island. I just got back from that because they tried to hold me over a COVID test, man.
Mm,
You
dang.
know, and
Yeah.
I'm just getting back situated with work and everything because they're trying to fire you, boy, because I work under women now, and the women don't seem to understand that I am a contractor, which means if I got somebody to replace me as a worker, that means I can tell you I can leave on the first and be back on the 31st. They wasn't trying to hit it. They wanted to run. They want to run the job with their feelings. I was like, okay, keep running that shit with your feelings. I'm just gonna get sued. Keep running with your feelings.
We go
But
we oh man, we go get there though. We go get there. Listen, I don't think you guys have realized how much Jedi has traveled. So I want you guys to focus on this. Focus on this. Like I don't know if you guys can see the numbers here.
you
Look
gotta
at the
go down and
numbers
to the
here.
left,
Right here.
right there.
Look at all that. Look at all that. Look at all that. As what Jedi has been doing.
And that's in the last 200 and something days.
Yeah,
If you,
hold on. Let me pull the days up. I'm trying to zoom in on the days.
yeah, yeah, it's 25 and 266 days. Like
That's that's
sometimes I would
wild.
even,
That's wild.
sometimes I wouldn't even like warn my group or tell my group I'm gonna be in. Nah, I just got off work and left, you know. But
Yeah,
they're doing their revenge travel,
yeah.
happy to get back on the plane and all this here. They got us kickbacks, man, because now, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. If y'all can, try not to travel on holidays because that shit's gonna be wild this summer, and there's gonna be a lot of cancellations around this. A lot of y'all got to leave the country. Y'all got to come through Florida. Y'all got to go through Dallas or Houston. Make sure you when you get in your flight, make sure you get the flight that got a lot of seats on it. Not the one where you go, oh, I got a window seat, another window seat. Nah, if it's kind of like less than 80%, if it's less than 80% full, chances are it's going to be canceled. So just watch out for that. Just say it. But like a lot of airlines are running into problems with, loss of people to fly the plane, loss of flight attendants, loss of employees due to COVID and whatnot. So, but for some reason, you ain't running into this problem with Copa like that. You
No.
ain't running because they need, because these developing countries, they need their money, they want their jobs. So,
Yep. You're
you
not
know, they
running it. Yeah, you're not running into that with Copa, LatAm, Viva. You're not running into that. So
right.
okay, so just to bring clarity to what to your statement. So like if a flight is okay, so if a flight is, let's say, less than 20% packed, you know, be prepared for a cancel. Okay. Now, if a flight is 80% or over, you should be good to go.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay. All right.
Uh,
So, all right. All right. So, we see the Brazilian, we see the Brazil in your background and things like that. And,
my bad. I didn't put the last flag up of the last country I visited. So, you know, probably when I go live, maybe later tonight, I'll have it up. But it looks weird. You know what I'm saying? It looks weird.
yeah.
You know?
No. It's all good, man. Because a lot of people see, the thing about it is a lot of people love Brazil too, man. A lot of people love Brazil, bro. So okay, so now let me ask you this. You know, you went to Brazil for well, you had 10 days where you were around people who did not speak English, and you had to learn how
No,
to.
no, 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 no. It wasn't that I had to learn. It was like whatever jetties or slangs they have, that's what I had to pick up on because Spanish and Portuguese as well in South America, when you listen to them speak versus what you done learn, you realize that they speak very informal there.
Right. Okay.
It, it, it's it's very informal in Brazil. Now, how it is in Colombia or what have you, I couldn't really say. You know,
Okay. So, all right. So now, speaking of Colombia, now have you been to Colombia? No, no, no. Let me rephrase that. Have you been to the Colombia that the quote unquote passport pookies have been to?
no, I know. Can I explain why?
All right.
I mean, your passport pookies are the latest wave. You know, the cats that come with no instructions, the cats who are not tethered to any travel groups, the
Right.
cats that are not tethered to any Facebook groups considering travel unless there's a bunch of other first time travelers like them. You know what I'm saying? And these are the people that y'all have spawned because that was a lot of y'all. Get your passports, get your passports. Now y'all complaining about them same cats with what? Passports. That's why I'm saying cut all that out. If it's 2022, they don't know by now. Let it be. Next thing you know, it'll be a clusterfuck when you go to renew your passport and so many new people getting theirs. It take you forever to get yours. You know,
So what do you say? Okay, I hear you. All right. So not necessarily a pushback, but a question. So what do you say to the men that would say like they want men to get their passport, like, because, well, one of the reasons that a lot of men are getting their passport nowadays, and let's just be transparent with it, is because like they are frustrated with dealing with the modern day woman here, right? So they want to travel because they want women with femininity, not saying that they want to get married or whatever, but they want that femininity around them, right? So like, how can we encourage the right man to get a passport, but also let the men who may not be acting accordingly to stay home? What's the fine
uh,
balance there?
you live in America, which means you have a freedom, which means that that good guy that you would like to see on the plane, he got the choice to get on the plane whether he chooses to or not. Just
Okay.
like that dumbass you don't want to be around in the hood, he got the right to get on the plane if he chooses to or not, if his record is right.
Okay.
You know, so as far as all that trying to tell this one to go and tell this one, nah, I ain't saying nobody get a passport for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know by now, then that's on y'all. I mean, I'll let you and you let you and your crew do all the advertising for passports, but I'm not gonna do it no more. I gave that up 3, 4 years ago, bro. Sorry. You know. Now if it's a brother that needs some advice, yeah, I tell you where you could go, and stuff like that. But if you ain't, besides, if you like, for instance, if you one of the dudes that was sitting in quarantine, looking at me, looking at Kings and Dreams on while you was in lockdown, looking at other people in DR, looking at other people, and then you decide to travel. Them the people y'all fussing about right now, because them the people who listen to y'all when motherfucker was saying, "Oh, y'all need to get your passports. You need to get your No, you know. I mean, besides, you don't. All you could do is put that out there that they could get their passport, and it might change your life.
Right.
You know, but
Gotcha.
that's that's why I say, I did a video the other day, Sasua mindset versus the weekend warriors perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Where I broke down the old heads, or should I say, the people with Sasua mindset, them old cats that go to the same place. They leave from New York and they go to Sasua. They leave from New York, they go to Sasua. Them old heads. They get mad at the dudes that they've been telling get passports, and now they leaving from Miami and they going to Sasua. They leaving from Atlanta and they going to Sasua. So now those people is clashing right now. You
Right.
know,
Interesting. Interesting. All right. So now, would you say that like that there needs to be a message talking to talking to men as opposed like men who say get a passport with having that open statement as opposed to saying like you want men to get your passport but you want the right men to get your passport, right?
uh,
So let me expound just in case like all right, so let me expound for the people in the chat. Basically what I'm asking Dries is that like does he want not necessarily him but like people who think like him want people or men rather to get their passport but the right men to get their passport.
I mean, like I say, it's only, you can only put the call out, but it's all about who hears it.
Hmm.
You put the call out all you want. It's all about who hears it. Like, you know, uh, my thing is to all of those people that are saying that these are the wrong brothers that are coming. If you know how to move around, then hey, maybe you should try moving around. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? If they come to Rio and start throwing it up and messing it up, I'm nowhere near them. You know, you got to go a good 10 minutes over there to where I'm at. Well, you got to go about 30 minutes over to where I'm at. And if you go throw money up through there, something is really wrong with you, you know. But there is no direct way to direct a message to anybody who's watching you, who's listening to you, on what they should do. For everybody has a right on whether they want to do something or not.
Right.
So
Well, I guess not necessarily a pushback, but like how do we get people on the right track to travel? Because I get what you're saying, right? Because you're saying men saying, "Oh, get your passport, get your passport, get your passport," right? But like that could be encouraging the right people and the wrong people. So how do we encourage the right people? Then also, I guess redirect the wrong people.
no, I mean the only thing that you really could do, bro, is find those right people and get those right people to travel with you. It's gonna be Pookie and Ray Ray and all of this shit. It's gonna be that, you know. Just like you leave them to their space
So
in
the
whatever
so the
neighborhood,
game is the game.
yeah, you got to respect it. You know what I'm saying? If you tired of seeing cash throwing money and doing all this in Cartagena, all right, go on and Barranquilla is an hour away. You know what I'm saying? Get on a plane to go back to Medellin. They ain't gonna come down there. They ain't finna go to Yenilao and do none of that food.
No, they are doing it. And see, the thing is, I'm a
Huh?
Medi head, bro. Listen, man, they are doing that in Medi. They
See,
are doing that in Medi, man.
that's
Man, Razor Rays. Shout out to Razor Rays because I see Razor Rays in the chat earlier. But I'm gonna assume he's probably watching. But I'm saying like Razor Rays, like he's been reporting on videos where dudes have been basically simps. And here's the thing, right? Like if you are not on your grind or not on your drive here in the states, if you are a simp, basically this is what I'm saying. I'm just gonna rip the bandit off here, Dries. If you are a simp in the states, you will be a simp anywhere else in the world. This is why my channel, I always say, like, listen, Like you gotta be RP aware as men and women too. But like if you come out of state, out of country with the BS, you're going to get the BS back. Is that fair to say?
Yes and no.
Okay, expound.
I'm gonna say yes because we black folks, and when we do the worst, we should expect the worst. You
Yeah, but
know,
I'm not only
but
talking to black people though.
but when I say no, because at least over there, when we do stuff at the I don't know, whatever the the Magic Cities or whatever strip club or whatever we have here. After the night, they throw the money up, and somebody mad because money gone out their pocket. Somebody mad because they wanted some money or something like that. And while the women outside collecting these broke men's money, these dudes is outside fighting. These dudes is out here, you know, shooting each other, and things of that nature. But when you do
Wow.
this in a place like Medellin, or you go do this at Gusto's and Parquillettes, at least at the end of the night, the fists are not coming, the bullets are not coming. The police may come, but they ain't coming to arrest nobody that look like us. So on that standpoint, or from that point of view, I say let Pookie and Ray Ray live. You got to just move around. If it's not meant to be, eventually it'll be over with too. Because obviously, y'all so, no disrespect to Razor Rays, y'all so busy talking to us. If y'all at the club where it happened at, you ain't talking to them. You know, I had parties I had parties in Brazil, and I told cats, hey, look, don't come over here throwing no money up. I'm gonna have 3, 4 cats outside waiting for you. Because if you throw money in here, you're gonna have to pay them outside. Not a
Right,
dime got thrown.
right,
And
right.
then
But
I was,
see, my fault. Go
but
ahead.
I was about to have this party in a major strip club where you can actually throw money if you want. But here's my thing: you say learn their language, learn their custom. Casablanca, I ain't seen no cash throwing no money out. What I seen them do, they get their little lap dance and they take the little $5 bill, and tuck it in a draw line.
Right.
You know, take the little money, throw it up there with a pole at. Other than that, you ain't see motherfuckers peeling money. No, I'm not finna go. And then it caught a hand the last video I seen doing it at the club.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What if it just happened to be that night? Somebody from high society or the mayor's office or something is in there. You, you know, that's that club gonna get a bad rap for that.
Right.
But yeah, the only thing you could do is just lead those people to their device. If it's not meant to be, it's going it's eventually going to dissipate because you know us talking about it online ain't gonna do nothing. You know, when you see them doing it, say, bro, you might not want to do that here. That's the next best bet. Regardless of who it is. Now, if they don't want, adhere to what you're saying, then you really don't have a shot.
Yeah,
Let
but
it go, player.
yeah, but you know what they gonna say? You know what they gonna say? Oh man, I'm throwing the money. I got all the bad bitches around me and all that. Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? I'm popping bottles, whatever the case is. Yeah, you got all the baddies around you, but here's the thing, right? Because here's the thing, man. Because and I don't really like to swear on my channel, but I gotta say this because you may have bad bitches, but they are bad bitches.
Right. I know. Them same BBs that be putting the dope on y'all, and y'all wake up, y'all ain't got nothing. Your phone's gone, your laptop's gone. They do the same thing. You could do
Right,
the same thing with those girls without all of that.
right,
Because I done had parties in Medellin too. And I don't know who was in the chat room. I guarantee somebody from this chat room was in this one of these parties. In
Yeah, I'm
fact,
gonna get to the comments in a little bit, but yeah, now
yeah, I ain't looking in there to answer nobody question, but I think Gil was here earlier. Gil was at one of the parties.
okay,
You
yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying?
He was there. He was there.
Wasn't no money being thrown. Now,
Well, in
granted,
the chat, I meant. Yeah.
we had it. We have our parties in the townhouse. Parkietis is over here. You know, you walk out of Parkietis, walk down the street, go somewhere. It's quiet. We're over here in the townhouse,
Right.
two-story townhouse, 5 bedrooms. Got 2 bedrooms allocated for Bible study, stuff like that. But I had it set up nicely, and they got their dance on, they got their jick on, they got their freak on, and got their drink on, and got their eat on, got everything on. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But we had like, we just had a party for like maybe Friday and Saturday, and just one year, just because when we'd all meet up at the house, all the chicks that was at the house from the previous night would show up, and they would show up with their friends. So it was like we just had a house full. There were maybe 20 dudes and maybe 40 Colombians, maybe more than that.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and and the majority,
So you had
and
like 60 people in there.
yeah, dude, it was a big ass townhouse, dude. The thing is, we was thinking about doing a meetup again this year, but we normally do it around President's Day. I think it's President's Day in November, but the place
No,
has been rented out.
President's Day. When is President's Day?
That's like the second weekend of November, somewhere around there.
Yes. No, you're right. It is. It is. Yes. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But
Yeah.
see, I have my own group, and we were thinking about meeting up in Brazil. But my thing is, I'm gonna let y'all go do y'all beach, and I'm gonna let y'all go run up there to see Jesus at the thing, all that other stuff. I done did that already. I'm trying to get them all on the bus, and we go somewhere, man. Like go to a whole nother spot, But it's all about who's gonna be there, because you know how people be. They don't want to talk when you put something out there so early. Everybody be like, man, why you saying it so early, bro? November is 6 months from now. So you know it. I put it out there so you know it, and you don't come holler at me in November. Drees, where you going? Because I ain't gonna tell you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't finna do me on no last minute, and all of a sudden I already got a group of people that's going, and then I gotta worry about this person all of a sudden showing up, not doing that. What I do now, I call them, I say, look, dog, I'm about to go here today.
It's interesting, Drees. You mentioned that because like people will say, oh, like November is 6 months away, whatever. But like I'm a for me, like I like to plan things now, because especially when it comes to traveling. Like I already got my traveling schedule for August, right? And it's June. But I already got my traveling schedule for August. Can't do anything in September and October. I'm coaching my son's football team. But like I'm already looking at November. I'm already looking at November now. Like I'm a planner, so like why not plan ahead?
Right. Well, my thing is, I just like mentioning it, and if you forget, then fine, because if I from an itinerary standpoint, I do a them itinerary, I do a me itinerary. Like I know a majority of the people that's probably going out there may be the first time, so all of that, I'm gonna let them go do that. But after a while, if I don't hear nothing from nobody, then I could just slide on to the me itinerary, go where I want to go.
Right. Okay. Understood. All right. So Omar says it's warm in Canada now, so he'll be fine for now. Okay. So he's talking about your man who brought the Brazilian back to Canada.
All right, cool. Well, the thing is, I was planning on coming up to New York coming up to Canada. I was trying to go back to an organized game. I ain't been to one of them in like decades, literally. You know what I'm saying? So, and I couldn't find a ticket for the particular weekend, so I figured, okay, maybe I should try New York, so that way I could go see some of the West India event, the Brazilian event that's in Manhattan, as well as go to a Yankees game if possible. I don't know how that's gonna look, because they dropped the mask mandate, which was a bad idea, and now the numbers are going back up.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So probably by September or August, definitely gonna be mask up again. So Slick Travels.
I mean, that's the whole thing about it. Like I was telling a guy that was on my channel, I was telling him they doing this to drum the whole C word madness up again.
Right.
And
Yep.
before you know it, we'll be back in lockdown. Before you know it, we're gonna get a big stimulus. And before
Yep.
you know it, all those people, all the black people that went and got their stimulus, they gonna get Roku TVs and Gucci belts.
Oh.
Meanwhile,
Yep.
the price of an apple gonna slide up 25 cents. And
Wait, I'm
those
gonna have
same
to.
people that, huh?
Hold on. I'm gonna need to interject because they like I don't want to say black people because you got some people that are just some just ignorance, and then you got black people,
All right,
right?
yeah, but at this, well, I didn't say that. Well, okay, you got the other ones.
Right.
They're going to get Roku belts and
And the
flat screen
Gucci, yeah, and
TVs.
the Gucci and the Louis,
You
right?
know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then when the people see you walking in the Walmart with all that free money, they're gonna be like, oh, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead on and take this 25% cent apple and I'm gonna raise that up to 35 cents. It's gonna be inflation all over again. You know, so you
It's
can look
crazy.
for gas prices to hit 10 soon. That
It's
was gonna
crazy.
happen.
It's
And the
crazy.
killer part about the gas, all they do is turn the gas down and then tell you they ain't got no gas. But the planet reproduced this shit. So, you
Right.
know,
Right. Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. It's a game. It's a game, man. And at the end of the day, man, it's a game, and we all chess pieces. But
yeah.
even though we chess pieces, but we got to know how to move as chess pieces. But let me just get to this real quick. Okay, bet. We met a cat at MAB's with your energy, and y'all look alike, so that's why I asked. I'm assuming that got to be to you because I don't know what MAB's is.
Oh, that's like a gringo meeting spot. It was my landlord used to actually own it. He now owns a place in Lapa, which is like closer to where I stay at, when I go out there now. But Mavs is like for a first time, and that's like the first place you want to go. If you ain't trying to step out there on that hot ass beach, what I'm saying, you want to get you
Mhm.
something, get you something to eat. And if you go to Mavs, I recommend the filet mignon and the mashed potatoes. It's fire.
All right, sure. Uh, Definitely make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to my channel. Got some good things coming up, man, and I'm gonna announce one big thing at the end of this show tonight.
Oh,
Let's see. Um,
you done got her pregnant. Uh-oh. All right.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Come on, Dreams, what we doing here? Nah,
I was just taking a guess at what the big, you know.
nah, man. It has something to do with the channel.
Oh,
Nah,
okay.
no, 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 no. Nope, nope, nope. She's on birth control anyway. But
Yeah.
I would coach those who have never traveled overseas to start in an in country where English is to start. I said that all the way wrong. I would coach those who never had traveled overseas to start in a country where English is spoken. That way, they can understand how to move respectfully. They can graduate to other countries. Interesting point, Pathfinder. This is what I would say in Drees. Feel free to chime in afterwards. But I would say that, like, I would say go into a country where you know that there is, if you're a first time traveler, right? Go into a country where where there's like a lot of expats or a lot of people who travel from America that's gonna be there. Perfect place would be Dominican Republic. Like, I keep hearing about the camaraderie, and I have not been to Sosua, but shout out to my man Flip Flop. Like, there's a lot of people in a lot of travel groups that have been to Sosua, and Flip Flop name, Tailor Made Dreams name come up. Chapapa TV. I know he's in Brazil right now, but um, Jorge. Like, there's a lot of people in Brazil that you can link up with. You know what I mean? Who speak English? Some people may speak Spanish, but like I think Brazil would be a great starting point. not too far away from the Matrix, United States, on an island. You on the beach, maybe something, maybe semi similar to you, whatever the case is, as far as I don't know where your demographic is, but like if you've been to Miami, South Beach, Dominican Republic, so sue it, you'll be alright over there. What say you?
Yeah. Did you just say Rio would be a good place to start?
I did not say Rio. I said so
Okay.
sue.
All right. Well, yeah, Sasua would be a good place to start, but that's not a country where English is spoken. You
No,
know.
but what I said was that like you have the bros, the camaraderie where there's a lot of dudes from the United States who are expats or who travel to the Dominican Republic. So
All right.
like you'll be fine over there. That's what I was trying to, that's what I was trying to say. Oh yeah, Rio, Brazil? No. Cuz that's like what, like a 9-10 hour plane ride? No. What I'm saying is from the United States, 3-4 hour plane ride to Brazil. I mean, not to Brazil, sorry. Dominican Republic, you'll be good.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
That sounds like a better place to get your feet wet. But
exactly. That's what I was
but
getting.
based on what Pathfinder was saying, that's not necessarily a country that speak English. You got people that's traveling over there that speak English as well. Now, and I would recommend go to the Eastern Caribbean if you want to go to a country where people speak English. That's where I just left from. Yeah, they talk with the Jamaican how they they bumble clyde and all of that,
Uh,
but they
Tread
speak English
lightly.
over there.
I'm from the yard, man.
I'm being honest, dog. You know, I'm just happy a lot more of y'all ain't in the United States. Y'all can like, for instance, I don't know. I'm just glad it's just a small number of Jamaicans down here because y'all speak in a manner that'll get your ass kicked out here. Because y'all like,
Really?
all right, I'm sitting in I'm in Puerto Rico, right?
Mm.
And I pull it out my phone. I got my phone on the table. I got my charger right here. This this guy from the Eastern Caribbean, he walks up. Oh, I need charger for my phone. I need a charger for my phone. Bumbleclad, da 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 da. And I was like, oh, you need a charger? You got your charger? And I didn't know he was saying he needed a card. So he saw my card. And this motherfucker just gonna go, give me that. Give you what? Give me that. I'm like, man, you better quit pointing that. That's my this man's 60 years old. I almost cussed him out. But then I thought about it. I forgot about it. Do the same thing in Africa where they speak forcefully and you think they're trying to intimidate you, but they're not. That's just how they speak.
Right,
You
right,
know
right,
what I'm saying?
right,
But, everything was all right. But I just had to tone it down and realize, okay, this is how these people speak to each other on a regular. You know,
right.
I'm just
Yeah.
happy this ain't, New Orleans. Somebody got their ass kicked just now. You know.
Nah, don't
But
nobody want to fuck with the Jedi, man.
but to get back to what Pathfinder was saying, yeah, start in the Eastern Caribbean, Guadeloupe, St. Martin. They speak English there, Bahamas even. You know what I'm saying? Get your feet wet in DR.
Uma.
Then you make your way over to uh, Panama, Colombia. And once you acclimate yourself there, then you'll be ready for the big boy. You'll be ready for Brazil at that point.
For prime time. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Real talk.
Excuse me. If y'all don't mind, can somebody take a look and give me a quick little insight on what the score is for the game, please?
Oh, hold on. I can tell you. The game just started, by the way. So.
It just
Oh
started.
no, 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 no. Actually, no. It's in the second quarter.
It should be
What?
damn near halftime.
Oh wow. 35-22. Celtics are up.
Yeah, I mean this is making for a whack conference finals. Everybody wins in a blowout. I mean it's the finals. Y'all supposed to be playing close games, but this let you know this is these games here. These next two games probably. Just made for TV ratings.
Man, listen, I don't want to hear anything. I don't like, I mean, listen, I like Steph Curry, you know, I like, I'm a Lakers fan. That's it.
Yeah,
Where my Lakers at, man? We got to come back.
they watching. That's where they at.
All right, so this live is about to be over because Dree said. All right, no. Shout out to motivational movements. All right, yeah, we have more status overseas, which equals protection if you move correctly. Yeah, man. If you on your grind, it's all good. Um, which is why the women are less headache for some. This brings about clarity to find even better options, better places to be in Medellin, Rio, etc. Yep. All right. All right. Yeah. All right. He's firing. Okay. We got to get away from the archaic slave mentality, crazy people who hate us for breathing. Why care about the knuckleheads? Okay. All right. I yeah, I'm a little bit behind on the comments. Why I care about the knuckleheads? Jay Klein. I always like to plan ahead. Yep. Yep. Me and Jay Klein gonna be in Medellin at the same time. Salute Kings, Drees, Rays, Felicia, Player, Jill, aka MMA fan. What's going on, man?
It's Gil, man. It's Gil. You know,
Oh,
can't
Gil.
y'all
My fault.
can't y'all misrepresent my boy like that.
Nah, man, that's my man. I rock with Gil.
I know.
Oh, okay. From Miami to Brazil is about a 7.5 hour flight. It's not even close to the Matrix at all. Ha ha.
I knew you said it. I knew you. I knew I heard right.
Yeah.
Charlotte
Well.
Slick Travel. You
Okay.
heard me?
Okay. Okay. All right. Don't forget. Don't forget. We live, bro. Right. So I'm saying.
All
I
right.
meant to say DR. I meant to say DR. Part B. Part B. Part B. Yeah, but that's probably why he was laughing because he was like, "Yeah." But I meant to say DR. I did not mean to say go to Brazil on your first trip. No, 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 no.
Now
DR on your first trip.
you go get somebody hurt, feelings hurt, man. You send somebody to Brazil on their first trip ever. You gonna get their feelings hurt. They,
Nah,
they might they might crash. They might hijack the plane and tell it to turn around.
hell no. All right. Ray Matt, is Portugal a good place to visit as a first timer? Just curious. I have
You ain't
not
on
been
that
to
side of
Portugal. Have you been to Portugal?
nah. That's the first time place to visit for people that's on that side of the planet.
Hmm. Understood. All right. All right. So has oh Rio has a Liger expat community. Met some great brothers that been living there for 25 and 30 years from the Matrix.
That said, let me give a shout out to John Thompson because he been there for the longest. John Thompson, graduate from Southern University. He's from New York though. He a New York native. He's a New
Mm,
York native, but he graduated from Southern. He been in Brazil since 1960. They ain't been there since '69. That's how long he been there.
really?
Got yeah, he got rental property and everything. Charge the shit out you for it, but yeah, he got property.
Gotcha.
For the larger expat community, I don't know about that, but it could be.
All right, 22 to 35.
All right. Yeah, these games is like I ain't want to watch it now because
Uh, yeah, Costa Rica is one good place on the Pacific coast. Yep.
mm,
It's 42 to 27.
it's gonna stay like
We're
that.
gonna wrap it up soon. We're gonna wrap it up soon. Let's go,
It's all
Knicks.
good.
I know.
2023 in the building. Yeah.
Man, global paper. Brazil will die. Models and bottles for life. Content game is bananas. Investments will die. At Drees, yep. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. All right. So, I want to ask you this, Drees. we talked about the passport pookies and right, like I guess let them be them. Now, would you say that men need to be uh, men need to be men centric aware when they are traveling overseas? What I mean by that is understanding that they need to be like you want to enjoy, you want to have fun and all that, right? You know, we get outside the matrix, want to have a good time. We also want to learn. We also want to study, but we also want to be on our purpose. We want to be making sure that that as men who are traveling, like we want to make sure that we are mentally aligned. So let me kind of drive the point home. Do you think that men should be um, RP aware when they travel?
Well, I don't know what RP is, but I'm
Now,
gonna
come
just go
on,
ahead
man.
and
Look, we're not doing this, Drees.
I stay away from all
I'm
the
dragging you
abbreviations
in.
and
I'm
letters.
roping Drees in.
All right, but um, from passport prove it or red to me and you, man.
Hmm.
Some of us traveling, that is something that helps our mental awareness. So don't get it twisted. You might be out there seeing them throwing money, but they on their cue for sure. You know. But for them just to get away from the states, it's sort of like you know, you taking care of yourself.
Right,
So it is mental. It is getting a mental together to an extent. Now, if they done got out there and they done went to hooping and hollering and fighting and carrying on, all right, that's when you gotta leave his mental ass alone. You know,
right.
because me and you, I could have went across, I could have went to Cartagena with Ken. Let Ken slap a girl at over 1,000 pesos. I'm gonna leave Ken ass right there. I promise
Oh, where's Razor when you need him when he played that audio?
you.
Yeah, I don't know if you've been on Razor's channel recently, but man, like he would play that audio.
You're right.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, kid, we finna go to jail, bro. But it's like, come on,
Man,
man. Like you knew what it was. Like you let this woman in your room, or whatever the case is, and you had your money out. And see, here's the thing. And so, okay, right? Like, I know you being facetious when you say you don't know what RP is or whatever. Like, but the thing about it is that listen, like when I say RP, like men, when you travel, you need to know that you can like the women are coming for our resources. They're coming for our resources in the matrix. They're gonna come for our resources out of the matrix. Like,
yeah,
yes,
they watch half of y'all on YouTube. They see how to handle y'all on YouTube. Like, see
they
how
see how
you
they
get
are on YouTube, on TV, whatever the case is. It doesn't matter because here's the thing, like you know what I mean, right? Like here's the thing, right? Like I got a nice, beautiful lady in Medellin. She don't ask me for anything, but the thing about it is that like I put myself in a position to let's say if she needs something, cool. But like I got my apartment there, right? So like this is one of the reasons why I keep coming down. I'm checking on my investment.
right,
My apartment is my investment. I mean, she's there. She's a nice little cherry on the top. You know what I mean? Cool. But like, if she was like, "Hey, I don't want to deal with you," whatever the case or whatever, she tried to give me a bullshit ass shit test. Cool. Be out of my life. That my apartment's still gonna be there. I'm recouping that money.
right,
The grind never stopped. My
got
mom,
you.
my mind is there, bro, and she fine as hell.
Right,
But I ain't never gonna simp, man.
I got you. Never wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But
You are such a content creator because I could tell you trying to go to the comments.
huh?
Idris, yep. Hold on. What's happening, fam? Just finished a consultation. What's happening, Dries?
And wishing I could do another consultation. I haven't done a consultation in a year. You know how embarrassing it is to give people over 50 people consultation to Brazil, and you find out only 8 went, but 42 only paid just to watch the videos. I stopped doing that foolishness, man. That will let me know there's a lot of people that's out there that's just content with just going out there and just messing up a whole bunch of stuff.
Well,
I got
people.
paid though, but you know.
I hear you. I hear you. People don't want to listen, man. Real talk, Drees.
Nah, what it was like was you had some cash told another cat, oh, I just did a consultation with Drees. I'm going to Brazil. Oh, he showed me what everything at, showed me, gave me, like I tell him where everything at, and I give them receipts, you know,
Right. Yeah.
you know,
Absolutely.
and they passed it on to the next cat. Next cat hit me up, cash at me. All right, run the video, and like they were like, oh man, that's dope, Drees. Next thing I know, a year later, yeah, dog, you went? Nah, I ain't go. I went back to Cartagena. I was like, you know what? I quit.
Oh
I
God.
quit.
Yeah.
I
I
quit.
mean, yeah. People so in love with Cartagena. Like, it's like, man, you. All right, man.
This is what I said. I'm in Medellin. I was at one of my parties that I had gave.
Hmm.
You know, and I was like, man, the people we were talking about people traveling and what was going on because they were been throwing up money in in Sasua and Americanizing it. So much so, you got King of Diamonds there, you know.
Right.
And now all the dudes that's in Sasua are mad because of what's going on with King of Diamonds. Well, when you went to doing what you was doing, that brought about the whole King of Diamonds side of things. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, I'm not finna go nowhere and start doing something that if somebody else come along because of how we doing, I'm gonna regret that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening with the elders that been going back and forth with Sasu, and now they've been acting a certain way, and now you got the weekend warriors showing up, and when you sit up there and tell a weekend warrior, man, you messing it up for everybody. To them, that's a compliment.
Right.
You know? That's a compliment to them.
Yep.
So, a lot. So, like I say, a lot of people get your passports. All you doing is speaking to the people who got free time on their hands. You know what I'm saying? And those are the people y'all complaining about.
Right.
So, Gusto's, get ready.
Oh God.
Get ready, Gusto's. Personally, I
No,
don't.
no, no, no gustos, man. Yo, man, my apartment is like literally right around the corner from Parque Edis.
Bruh, you got to go to, you go to Londoner?
I'm sorry, what happened?
Londoner. Like if you walk out of Gusto's and you facing that street, you make the right and you walk directly across the street from that corner. It's an upstairs bar. Like when Gusto's is full, everybody that don't want to be outside feeling it at. The
Oh,
place where
I don't know. I mean, I won't. Honestly, I've only been to Gustos twice. Like I don't party in Parque Edis, bro.
all right, all right, I got you. You
Nah.
know, shout out to Jamil Edwards in the
Yeah, man.
building.
Thumbs up, man. Drees brought me here. Respect to Kings and Dreams and Drees. Respect to everybody in the chat as well. Peace. I just subbed, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you subbing to my channel. You know what I mean? I appreciate you, bro, for holding it down, man. This is a great conversation, man. Drees is one of those people. I don't know. I would say with Drees is like Drees is one of those people like he's just so cool, but like the way you drop gems is like you could only be from New Orleans. I don't know how to explain it, man.
Right, right, right. Well, you know,
Uh,
well, one thing I don't have is a communication problem, like the rest of a lot of people down here in this area. Because
mm,
you know, learning these other languages, I realized that you got to perfect your mother tongue to begin with. You know,
right,
because
got you,
I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of y'all. I ain't gonna lie, there's a lot of y'all that's trying to learn other languages, and some of y'all write. I don't know if y'all write as bad as y'all talk, or talk as bad as you write, because you know it is what it is. But let's get some improvement, fellas.
I
You
think I
know,
write
so,
well.
yeah. I mean, you can listen to certain people and how they speak, and tell, okay, you know, like it's people that I've spoken to, you know, like back and forth, you know, in a conversation, I'll be like, dog, I'm about to go into the office, go ahead on the right, man. But the whole while, it's like, okay, I don't want to listen to this dude no more. You know,
Mm,
says consulting is for crypto. Indeed.
gotcha. Hello, fellow travelers. Hey, man, my young dude, my young bull, Zeta Smooth. Absolutely, man. Thank you for pulling up, young brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Let's see. Yeah, man, hit the cash app, man. Kings and Dreams, you know, man, dollar sign, man. Listen, man. We closing up on 2 hours here. We closing up on 2 hours, man. And
That
and
put in work.
and you know, I'm going to be bringing my brother Drees back again, man. We rocking out, man. This was a goodie. All
Right.
right, Buck Travel. I was waiting for you to pop up, man. All right, so they can't speak or write English properly. LOL. You think these dudes going to perfect these foreign languages? But you know,
Well, I wasn't really asking about that. My thing is, start with the one that you've been on. You know
like,
what I'm saying?
yeah. Oh man, I appreciate you, Buck Kings. Right, nice. Yeah, man. Well, you know, I'm educated. I'm college educated, hood educated, all that, man. But yes, I'm educated. And not educated, actually
Right.
educated. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, Buck. Hey, man. Listen, man. Before we close this out, man. You know, this is a great conversation, Drees. I'm definitely gonna bring you back, and when I bring you back, I'm gonna, you know, I'm just gonna let it be known. I'm gonna press you a little bit on the RP though, but we gonna have a conversation about that because I want that to be its own separate conversation.
It's all good.
And
You
you
know,
know,
I don't listen. I don't really get down with all the,
no, no, no,
you
no, no,
know,
no, 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 no. You don't
abbreviations.
need to respond yet. Not yet. Not yet.
I mean, this is something I ain't gonna even say. So you already know. I mean, I ain't really down with a lot of the terminology, or a lot of the factions that they have, be it red pill, manosphere, anything like that. I'm just a black man with a passport, and I see y'all out there.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. So, you know, let me know. All right, so let me know your thoughts on this conversation and then let the people know where they can find you.
Well, first off, I'd like to give Kings and Dreams his flowers for letting the brother finally come on. I know he had been looking for me for quite some time.
My
Um,
brother.
Tonight's conversation was, well, you know, I guess half half good and half bad, but because we didn't get to
I don't think it
everything
was
we
bad
wanted
at
to get
all.
into. You know, nah, we didn't get to everything we probably wanted to get into. I know we did. You know what I'm saying? But I'll
We
be
will.
back again at some other time. You know,
Part two.
my name is Drees TV. You can catch me on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter at this particular at that particular handle, which is DREEZ TV. All capital letters, just spell it. It's gonna pop up. I don't think it's too many other people named Drees TV. I really don't, you know. But for the most part, tonight's interview, hey, I've been on a couple interviews as of late. It's a lot of people that supposedly all of a sudden looking for me now, but it is what it is. You know, the brother finally caught up with me. This was supposed to happen, what, like last Saturday or something like that.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, you know, we still got it going on. I'm about to get ready to go watch the rest of this game. You know, probably grab me a little bit and lay it down to get up for work in the morning. I got to grind for the next little trip. You know, I ain't finna go too far right now. I probably won't go far for the next 6 months. You know, I need to sit down somewhere. I've been going a little bit too hard. But once again, I just want to thank everybody that came out tonight. And if y'all can for a man, if y'all haven't hit the like button, please make sure y'all do that. If y'all haven't subscribed, please make sure y'all do that. And some of y'all, if y'all feel free to that y'all like this man's content as valid or see it as valid, go ahead on and share that for your boy. But me personally, as long as all of y'all keep on walking that path that you want to walk instead of somebody else's tightrope, that's gonna make you a better person. Because walking somebody else's tightrope to make them content makes you miserable, man. You know what I'm saying? So live for yourself and not for nobody else. And that's what life is. That's what living is. I'm gonna do it for me. You make sure you do it for you. And I see y'all at the top. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead on now, man. Go ahead on.
Wow. Okay. See, that's that Jedi mindset, man. That's that Jedi mindset. Exactly, man. I appreciate you, bro. All right, let me get on here.
I should go live tonight.
If you do, man, I'll check you out.
All
But
right.
listen, man, my thoughts of this conversation, first of all, I just want to give a shout out to my guest, Jedi Drees. Um, you know, Crazy thing is, so I actually met Drees in 2020 when I went to the carnival in Barranquilla. And so, at that time, I had met him. I met Andre Love Crossing Borders. I met Ace Live. Might be someone else that I might be missing.
Andre every other day.
Huh?
Andre every other day.
Oh, Andre every other day. Right. Yes. Yeah. 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 Met him too. And I went out there with Flyboy Way. Shout out to my brother Flyboy Way, my best friend. Growing up together. I wasn't thinking about being a content creator. So now that I am a content creator, I am have my own YouTube channel. Like, it's amazing to have people that I actually met in person to actually come on my channel and we have these conversations, whether it be about travel, whether it be about relationships, whatever the case is, man. But in reference to Jedi Drees, he has a lot of game, and he has this poise about him that I really respect. And I hope that you take a lot of what he says, and utilize some of what he says into your own lives. Like, he started traveling from a young age to where, like, he knew that he wanted to get out of his environment. And not everybody has that fortitude. So you utilize that, and also when you get your passport, like, not everyone can get a passport, but are you the type of person that's going to be able to make sure that you carry yourself, as a respectable adult, as a respectable man overseas, right? Make sure that you're being humble and being respectful. And I would just say the chat was crazy today. I mean, crazy good. I saw some new people in there. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the subscribers. I appreciate the panel. Make sure that you guys like, subscribe to myself and Jedi Drees. And then last but not least, I want to give a big shout out to my moderator, Felicia Jordan, that held me down. Really appreciate the love, man. And I do have a live tomorrow with AR, him and her solutions. So we're going to get that going on. I believe it's going to be 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my channel. Another thing, this upcoming Friday, shout out to my brother Philly Dom. I'm going to be live on his channel this Friday. I believe it's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be live on Philly Dom's channel. It's going to be a good one, man. I'm excited for that, man. So I'll have some more information for you guys there. But this was a good live. Drees, I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to you. Shout out to the chat. Everybody stay purposely purposeful. And I appreciate y'all. And I am out.